In this video, we're going to show you how we've built this absolutely amazing garden. So now you've seen a little sneak peek of what we did get it to look like, we're going to start you right back at the start of what this hard or dull garden needed a touch of the green genie magic. So we'll start off with just cutting the grass because you can see it's quite overgrown. We do this just to help us with the landscaping process of marking out and setting out ready. You can see me here just cutting it. Also, this fencing was quite mossy, so we did give it a bit of a sprinkling, just ready for painting. Then we're on to setting out. We set out this helps us and the client visualise where the patio, where the lawn's going to go, ready for landscaping. This is one of my favourite stages of any job though, when I get to jump on a digger and have a bit of fun. As you can see, this patio is going to be fairly large and we've got quite a bit of soil to get out here. We've also got a track dumper alongside the mini digger to help us, and mainly help our backs, which is what you need doing this type of job. You can see here it was a bit of a tight squeeze, but nothing too much of a problem for us. Just makes it a bit more fun when you're on the dumper. But we're still going, a lot of digging to get through here. We're trying to aim around 200mm deep, just so we can get our sub base in. You can see how much of a tight squeeze we had to deal with on this job, but it was no problem really. You can really see the dig out starting to take shape now. Really nice curve coming around. But what we've done with this curve is we've actually hand dug it, just to help us clean up the edges. Next step, membrane. This is an absolute massive part of a paving job. Any patio landscaping, you need it down really. So that's membrane down, type 1 down on top, and all fully compacted. And you know it wouldn't be a green genie garden without a nice raised custom flower bed. We got a bit of cutting it towards the end to do to fit towards the garage, and then fairly straightforward from there on out. This is blackjack, what we use just to treat the bottom of the sleepers in the backs, just to help prevention of rotting, damp, anything like that penetrating through the wood. It really gives these sleepers a few years to live. You can see me here now, just leveling out, setting out, and getting all the little bits ready to make this bed bang on. As you can see, it's really starting to take shape now, this project. And just like that, boom, purple. We're going for it on this flower bed. We're going to give it a really bold, standout, wow factor colour. I think at the end of the job, you'll really see why we've gone for this colour. Stunning. And that's it, we're on to the paving. This customer chose an absolute lush 600 by 900 sawn sandstone. We'll tag the link below and you can find exactly where to get this. So now we're on to the lawn, which is a big stage of this project all ready to be at. We're just digging it over and getting rid of all the remainder turf, ready for top dressing. And now the good old weather sorted itself out, we're back onto this patio and getting these cuts in. Not many people enjoy this, but we absolutely love it. What a way to finish this patio. Quite tricky with a lot of cuts to do, but we still enjoy this process, making sure every single cut is bang on. You can see us now, as they're fitted in, we've just made sure we need a 100mm channel for drainage, as this patio does fall away from the house, so we just a bit of added protection for the sleepers. I'm just marking it all out here, as we've got quite a big cut to do, getting ready. So that's it, once we've cut these slabs out, they're all ready to be chipped out, and then filled with some lovely decorative gravel. So that's that stage over, and now we're on to a really nice stage with the edging. This is for our nice new curved flower beds we're going to install. This edging from Core Edging is 150mm deep and really easy to use. It just needs clicking together, which makes it really fun and simple for anyone to use, to be honest. You can just see me finishing off clipping the last bits together, as you need to do a whole row. So a nice little personal tip we like to do is actually turn the edging upside down and use this to help us as a template to mark out ready for the curve. So now we've marked the line, once we remove the edging, the pencil line should all be ready for cutting. So that's the curve marked out, which you should be able to see now, and see how absolutely stunning that shape is. It's really starting to sweep around here lovely. So same process as before, we're just cutting out with a 4-inch grinder instead this time, which really helps us pick out a nice curve. It's absolutely crucial to make sure when you're cutting this curve, you do cut the full depth of the slab, which is 20mm. So as you can see, while I'm cutting this now, what we have done again is just gone over the cut to make sure we're all the way at the full depth of the paving. So it allows us when we're chipping out, we don't break the original slab next to it. So look at that, perfect. Come out absolutely amazing, ideal. As we've overlaid this bed, we need to remove the remaining type 1 and subsoil and subbase, ready to prep the new flower bed. Look at that, it fits perfect. I'm just tapping the metal edging into the edging here. And as you can see, I'm going to back it up with a nice concrete mix, and we call this a concrete haunch. This adds us plenty of strength, really helping the edging stay in place. So that's it then, we're on to the really fun part here, adding the topsoil and the compost to really give our plants and shrubs a nice fresh start. And we're now going to set out for one of the most fundamental parts of this design, the big sweeping curve, which comes the whole way around this patio. So we can see we've had a datum line set up in the middle to help us pin this line all the way around. I use this to help keep the same line distance away from the pin to mark all the way around. It takes a few goes at this just to get it right, but then eventually you should have enough lines marked out to get the perfect curve. So back to cutting the paving now, using my trusty 4-inch DeWalt grinder again. So it's made cutting this curve so easy and actually quite enjoyable to do. Once that's done, it's chipping all the paving out and cleaning it all off, ready to see what a lovely curve you're left with. And oh my god, look how stunning that curve is. So pleased with how this curve's come out already, and there's still a few tricks up our sleeves ready for this. Now onto the flower bed at the back of the garden. Using a similar process how we done the other one. We've got the core edging again, and you can see I'm just setting it out, trying to line it all up. We made up a few lengths ready to roll, so we could just check that the curve we marked on the floor was bang on with what we had. Once you're happy with your shape, you could then continue with just fixing the edging in. I use a rubber mallet and a piece of wood, any old rough cut works perfect. So here's the crucial part of the job we'd absolutely love to show you. I've had to dig a trench out here, just from where the boiler is inside, as now the clients asked us to get a hot and cold feed out, ready for their amazing feature tank. Now that channel's in and complete, we can finally finish this paving, which we are so excited to do. And it wouldn't be a green Genie garden without using some LED lighting. And our good friends over at Orco, who we will tag below, have supplied us with this amazing curved profile. You can see here it may look a little bit tricky, but what I'm actually doing is just cutting a nice little groove in under the paving to tuck the profile in, which has an 18mm little recess that we just need to tuck in for fixing it. Look at that, perfect. You can see how flexible they are, and these are obviously designed for curves, but they are absolutely amazing when you get to use them. So flexible, so strong, perfect for this scenario. Just slot into place so easy. Look at this, just flying in now. To really make this curve pop, we've got some amazing Brazilian slate from Royal Stones. They're 100 by 100, 20mm deep. I'm setting out here the haunch in about 20mm deep at the moment, just getting ready to lay these edges. And then it's a bit of a long process, but as you can see, I'm going to lay all of these edges in, just following the fall and the gradient of the paving. Don't forget, you need to be priming these as well. Plenty of decent primers out there for this type of work. They're really starting to show this curve off now. All the edging in now, and now it allows us to start getting all the lawn ready for top dressing and getting these levels perfect. So once all the levels were sorted, it allowed us to get all the brand new turf ready and done. And now the turf's down, we're back to the LED lighting profile. Once the profile's all clear, we're ready to test the LED light and just check the installation. As you can see, I'm just clicking it into place. It's so straightforward to do this and easy, anyone could do it. Not only that, look how good it's already looking, and this is just us testing it. Nice and easy, and it just clicks in absolutely lovely. Such a great product to use. Just repeat the process, all the way in the profile, and it's so easy to just click in, move, click in and move. On to everyone's favourite stage, the planting. These plants are all from Kemp's Garden Centre. You can see I'm just placing all of the different shrubs and plants we have out. Setting out is a key part of the planting scheme, just making sure everything's bang on, really where you want to have a look. Stand back, just keep moving them around until you're really happy where everything is. This has brought so much character and depth to the project, it's really starting to take shape. Good structures add so much fun to a design. Not only that, they can bring so much life to the height of the garden. And in this instance, we're going to use an aluminium pergola. Just checking over the instructions at the start is so important and familiarising yourself. And then just like that, we're off. We're fixing the feet to the post and we're ready to go. Fixing the frame together as well, just following the instructions step by step. Now we're starting to get the hang of it. It's all going together really well. Just keep following those instructions and you shouldn't go too wrong. Quite a few of the smaller bits were quite fiddly, but not too time consuming to be honest with you. A few smaller screws and sections with the motor, but it was all fairly straightforward. You can just see tucked into this channel is the motor for the roof. So this roof actually opens and shuts just on a remote. So it gives you use all year round under this pergola. On to fitting the roof slats, and there's actually quite a few of these to get through, and I definitely wasn't counting. But we got a few to get in, and they were a bit fiddly to start off with, but once I got the hang of them, it wasn't too bad, to be honest with you. There you can just see clicking in, and just repeat this process. And they kindly do mark out where the LED ones are going to go, and just fix them in. So that's the roof complete, and on to installing the privacy blinds. Once that's done, we're down to actually bolting the whole structure down once we're fully happy where it goes. We're just putting some 100mm bolts in. So now that's the structure down in place, it's on to testing the blinds, which is always important after you've bolted the feet down, just to check. So as you can see in this scenario, it works really well and just gives the customer the added privacy they need. Perfect, just like that. So this pergola comes with this ultra slick remote. We absolutely loved it, so did the customer. And this is me just for the first time testing out to make sure it all does work. And this is honestly so satisfying to do. Just checking the roof opens and shuts, which is amazing. But you can also see I did have the LED lights on at the same time. And just like that, shutting back up. Running amazing. This is also me extremely happy about this as well. And the green Genie personal favourite, which we have in most of our jobs, especially when you're on a new build, is peach trees. You can see me just laying out the peach trees and some hydrangeas, just setting it all out ready to go. Then on to the digging, as it did get a bit late here, we lost a bit of the daytime. But we're just fixing them all in, making sure they all look absolutely bang on. You can see that with the backdrop of the light, it looks so stunning. Right, so now you've watched this video, we can't thank you enough for watching. We'd much appreciate it if you like to comment, drop to follow and subscribe. Thank you very much.